a brave romance. Through the wire, through the breeze, big brave pants riding with ease.
Right, so welcome everybody for the second episode of Big Brave Pants, Tales from the Hayloft. And this evening we're joined by the lovely Nicola Burley, just to have a chat with us really. So the whole point of these podcasts is that we're just everyday people, everyday riders, chatting about our horses. So I thought a good first question, because I generally can't remember the answer to this, was how we actually met. Because I know we started our group and you were one of the first members, but I don't think either of us knew you before that.
No, I think Anna might have sent me or invited me to join.
Anna Jones?
Yes, yeah.
So how did you know
Anna Jones?
Anna I met at Mum's Camp. I don't know if you've heard of that. And she didn't know a soul when she came along. Probably it was last year, might have been the year before. So that was really sweet of her, because I don't generally see her. No. And thought, well, why not? Great name for a group, so
give it a go.
Definitely.
Yeah, and it definitely sums up the emotions I go through putting on big brave pants very often. So yeah, I think that's how. But the first event, I've no idea. I don't know.
Well, I kind of think of you as being there from the start of it, because you definitely came along when we had the Christmas drinks with Hilary.
Yeah, but I think maybe the first event was when we did the cross-country training.
Yes, I think you're right.
With Tammy.
Yeah, that was excellent.
I think it was, yeah.
Was that only last year?
No, when you said it was, your mum's camp must have been nearly 2 years ago, because we've done 2 summers worth of camps.
Oh, have you? Yes, I've missed out on the first year. Yeah. So I wonder how I didn't know that the first year's camp was on. If you think I've been a member.
No.
I don't know.
Oh, now I'm confused.
Doesn't
definitely, because you did the Christmas ride.
Yeah.
Which is nearly coming up to a year.
Yeah, no, I can't believe that. Yeah. Well, I feel like it's been a year, but maybe it's been longer. I don't know. But
it's been long.
Yeah, but it was a great event, that cross-country training with, what was the name of the...
Samara Will.
Right, okay. How did you know her?
So I know Tam because, we discussed sort of last week, but my daughter, Millie, she did eventing, and Tam was one of her trainers.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so that's how we know Tam. And yeah, did I do a cross-country training with her before that? I can't remember whether I did, but Millie's done quite a bit of cross-country training with her, so I thought it was she'd be a good one to take along with us. She was excellent. Yeah, no, she's great.
Is it likely to happen again?
I hope so, yes.
Is she hard to pin down?
No, not really. She's pretty good actually, so yeah, I just need to pull my finger out really and get it organised.
Well, you're busy. I mean, I tried to organise a cross-country thing with Sarah Ayres. And I think it was flooded out. I think it was when we had all that rain.
I think that's been the problem this summer. It's just been the ground has been too hard to really contemplate doing any cross-country schooling really.
Yeah, it went from one extreme to another, didn't it? It was just like completely sodden everywhere, flooded, and then it dried up, and it was ridiculous. I know.
No, totally. But yes, actually, thank you for the reminder. We will do another one. I will put it on the list, because definitely I really enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, it was really
good. Do some winter training at Hickstead or something.
Actually,
like that.
That would be really good, because Hickstead's meant to be brilliant. You've been, haven't you?
I've been there. Yeah, it's good for.
Well, it would be good for Sonny to go new places. Yeah, and just send him towards a jump he's never seen before.
Oh yeah.
I saw your picture on Facebook the other day when you were jumping the trough.
Oh yeah.
So just to let everybody know that's listening, didn't see Nikki's picture, I believe Sonny doesn't like troughs.
He's even scared to drink out of a trough.
Right, okay.
Let alone jump a trough.
So you have buckets in the field all the time?
Well, he will drink out of a trough, but it's sort of creeping up to it, and he touches it with his nose, and if I'm in the field with him, I sit on the edge of the trough, and I say, it's all right, it's okay. So God knows if he drinks enough.
Wow.
But, so I make him speak. Yeah, he jumped it, but the sun was in our eyes.
Your face, you said, I look like I'm coming up to the ground, running the Grand National.
He goes so flipping fast. I don't know whether that's a little bit of anxiety or excitement. He's quite
bred,
he just bombs, and we're already going quite fast. And then the last 3 strides, when you can't think can go any faster, he powers, even more. And when you're heading towards a trough that he's frightened of, and they've planted geraniums at the top of it,
Yeah.
you're waiting for the speed, and then the
The skidding to a halt.
yeah. But what was really funny was I went through the photographer, that they have at these events, and I could literally find just one photo of him going over that jump whereas everyone else had about 4 or 5, sort of stages of them going over the jump. And I actually emailed them to say, are there any more of him actually going over? There were others of us cantering away.
Mm.
And she found 2 more. I mean, they were basically all the same, all me going, So they must have decided they weren't worth putting on the website. But I chose the funniest one because, it just summed up. Yeah, summed up what, the experience I had.
So we'll come back to Big Brave Pants in a minute, but I would really like to know where your journey with horses began.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that on the way over.
Yeah.
And I think I basically first got on a pony when I was about 6, and that would be purely holidays and trekking.
Yeah.
Just sort of ambling along. And or maybe even before that, a donkey on the beach. So I don't know about you girls, but just doing something like that just sows a seed, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then it was riding schools, and then at age 12 I started nagging for a pony, and I got a dog, got a border collie, and I think Dad especially wanted me to prove to them that I could look after an animal.
Mm.
So that's right. So I saved up and bought grooming kit, which I groomed the border collie with. And then I put an advert in the paper in the small ads in the local paper, to exercise someone's pony if anybody wanted anyone. It had to be within a 6-mile radius of where we lived, because I was 12 going on 13, because I was going to have to cycle.
Yeah.
And someone answered, and sure enough, they were like the furthest limit of the radius. So I was cycling fairly regularly.
To a nice pony?
Yes, it was sweet. I mean, it was called Glitters, I seem to remember, owned by a family that lived in a cottage on an estate, Castle Ashby House in Northamptonshire, which is where I come from.
Mm-hmm.
And the girls were 6 and 8, and I was 12, 13, clueless.
Mm.
I mean, I remember my granddad, who worked with I guess he calls them pit ponies in Cheshire, near Winsford, in the salt mines. He told me that they really love treacle, and I didn't know how to get a bit in a pony's mouth, so I would smear the bit in treacle, and it would be.
It's not a bad plan, to be fair.
You're using that one.
Yeah. So that sort of thing, and then it was just otherworldly. I've got this memory of riding up these tree-lined avenues with this beautiful stately home ahead of me, and then I joined the Young Farmers, and then boys became a bit more interesting. But I still was nagging for a pony, so I got my own pony when I was 13.
Yeah.
And she was some sort of Welsh. I don't understand the Welsh sections.
No.
A middle-sized Welsh crossed with an Arab.
Yeah.
Very long and mule-like. And I'd be lucky if she stepped over a pole. She was absolutely awful. Squared off her hind hooves, dragged her back feet. I mean, but she was my pony, and I was besotted. And then at 15, I got a lovely jumping pony, a Connie Arab, 14.3, and had lots of fun on him. So, and then I got married first time round at 21, and we moved in. I moved into Northampton. I was working in Northampton, and sold him to marry, and immediately regretted it.
What, selling the pony or marrying?
Yeah, no, it was weird. It was like being in a bad dream.
Wow.
I didn't really want to get married, but it was back in 83. So, we couldn't live together. He'd come into a bit of money, so we bought a place, sold Nicholas, it was the name of the horse, Nicholas Nickleby. Sold him quite quickly. and then I would find myself in this terraced house in town, whereas I'd been living in a hamlet, waking up after a dream about my horse.
Oh no!
And go, oh my God, the dream, the horse was the dream, and here I am, miserable.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe explains my slightly obsessive. I'm obsessed with
So
my
how long
horse.
did you know without a horse then?
Oh right, yeah. So if I sold him at 21, I didn't get. I had Polly before I had Sonny, just for a little while. So that was actually it would have been 4 years ago in May, and so 59. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a long time to go without. But I did ride.
Yeah.
I'd sometimes get the opportunity to ride ex-racehorses out. I lived in Brighton for a while, worked out there, based around Lewes, where there's seems to be racing yards out there. I don't understand how I was riding these ex-racehorses, but a friend organised it. And then I'd also go for lessons. And then another long gap having the kids. And then they started riding at Older Holt. There used to be riding stables. And I thought, I might as well join in. And found I could still do it. I was in my 40s then. Yeah. And then stopped again because I was schooling. It was hard work and doing a bit of jumping. Yeah. And I thought, well, what's the point? Because it's not my horse. And I'm not taking it anywhere.
Yeah.
And actually, I didn't know about loan horses back then. I didn't know there was such a thing. So it was either you put up with going to a riding stables or you buy one. Yeah. So
and the children didn't take to it enough to buy them.
No, they didn't actually. I mean, Josie's got an amazing sense of balance. She can do skateboarding and stuff like that, and she took to it quite quickly. Yeah. Stan, actually, I think in a way it's a shame because I reckon it helped his mental health. Yeah. Being around ponies because they'd have own a pony day and all that sort of thing. Yeah. But no, unfortunately, not. Mind you, it would have been more expense.
But I do think for mental health. I mean, I feel like I'm quite a happy person, and I put that down to horses. A lot of it down to horses. So having a structure. I mean, Peggy's like me as well. If we go on holiday, and we haven't got that get up in the morning and do the horses, and then coming sort of 3-4 o'clock, we're like, what do? We need to go and get the horses in again. And that lack of structure, it kind of puts us off balance a little bit.
So are you saying that you do have holidays? You go away on holidays?
It has been known. Occasionally, not as often as Neil would like, that's for sure. No. But we are going away in a couple of weeks. So but Peggy and I are already dreading that because we don't, unless the horses can come with us, it's something we don't completely look forward to.
I mean, the way you've got the setup here, it's hard to leave
really hard
the horses.
Yeah.
So that's a good reason not to go away too much. But for the family's sake, you need to have a little holiday. I
haven't had a holiday for about 18 months, which isn't that long, is it? But it's quite long when we don't really get any days off. But
I managed a 4-day holiday this year.
So you not normally go
4 days is a perfect length.
I'm not mad to go away. I'm not worried about travelling particularly. But
have you ever been worried about travelling, or it's just not?
I'm just not particularly adventurous when it comes to going abroad, and I don't like flying. But the horse is a really good excuse to not go away for long. And I know what you mean. I get into the swing of it, and it is nice to switch off from the routine of having to get up and because I know you
reach a point, and I probably have reached it now. I'm quite tired. And I am starting to look forward to a week of not doing very much. Yeah, and sort of not having an alarm, seeing if I can actually sleep past 7 o'clock.
Is that just because it's been so relentless for so many months? And
I mean, relentless sounds like it's not fun.
No, it is fun.
It is fun, but it's busy fun, and it does get tiring after a while, doesn't it?
Yeah, you do need to switch off, I think.
So it sort of allows you to, I don't know, regroup and look at what you've got and what you enjoy, and then looking forward to coming back, doesn't it? I suppose it sort of makes you appreciate it more. Yeah, if you're not Yeah.
It's a bit like when a horse goes lame,
Yeah.
which I've had a couple of episodes like that this year.
Yeah.
I'm lost for a while,
Yeah.
and then I find, I could do a little bit of drawing, painting.
Yeah.
Could actually do some housework, maybe a bit
No,
of
no, no.
gardening, and
What's that?
you just see the dust. Oh my god! I could paint in the dust actually.
Yeah.
And then you obviously start getting your horse going again, getting fit again, and then you appreciate them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
more.
no, totally.
And in a way, maybe I because I've had a few of those episodes, I haven't. Each time it's happened, when I've gone back to Sonny, I've maybe not been quite so obsessive or not pushed him so hard, because I think in a way I've been using him as too much of a crutch, and forgetting that he's a sentient thing, that gets tired and hurts sometimes. I think when I first got him, I was just desperate to try and catch up almost on what I felt I'd missed out on.
How long have you had Sonny? Is it 4 years?
It'll be 4 years.
Oh, it is 4 years.
Probably in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
12.
12.
Yeah. So, but
He's coming into his prime really now, isn't
he
he?
is actually, and I'm really noticing a difference with his body shape and even his behaviour, and I think I've learnt quite a lot. I didn't realise how little I knew. Looking back, I realise I didn't know very much, and people have had to offer suggestions, or I've been on the internet.
Things have changed quite a lot though, because I know, in the riding school, I never had a pony growing up. I just used to go to the riding school, and saddles weren't. I don't know whether saddle fitters actually even existed then.
No.
You'd sit a saddle on, and if it looked vaguely okay, that seemed to be okay, and they'd stick a horrible old tatty old saddlecloth under.
Yeah.
I mean, rugs were made of sacking.
Yeah.
I think the children would think we were making it up if you said that. And actually, the riding school ponies, we actually made them rugs from the sort of jute stable rugs. We turned them into turnouts by sewing sort of plastic over the top of the jute rug, and that was then if the horse was lucky enough to have a turnout at all, that's what it was.
Stable rugs, I remember having so we'd put a blanket, like a
proper
blanket,
blanket,
and then you put the jute rug on top, and then you'd at the ends on the neck you'd turn it one corner up that way and one corner up that way, so it looked like it was a kite on the end. And then you fold that back, and then you get your big piece of sponge, put that on, and put the roller on.
Well, it sounds like you had a stabled horse when you were younger then.
No, I worked at a riding stable.
Oh, did you?
There was definitely a knack for doing the rugs, but I just work for rides.
Oh, okay.
Muck out endlessly. I'm quite good at stacking a wheelbarrow as high as you possibly can get it.
I should have done something like that. I just didn't realise it.
We were lucky enough to have a pony.
Oh, did you not have ponies of your own?
I didn't have a pony, no.
No.
Literally used to catch all the ponies. They were up fields up a hill from the riding school. You had to meet really early, catch them all, ride them all bareback. Anybody knew of the group, you have to be part of the group of girls that were catching them. If anyone new came along, we'd trot so fast down to the stables to see if we could bounce them off.
Yeah, absolutely.
You had to go, it was like a sort of initiation. If you didn't get bounced off, you could stay. Probably all without riding hats as well.
On the
roads. No high vis, nothing.
No.
I used to go up on a Saturday morning, so we'd be up. So they had the stables where the lessons were, and then a few of the ponies were kept about 2 miles away. So then in the early hours of the morning to go and pick them up across these fields, just two young girls, and it would be you'd ride one back with a head collar, and have 2 or 3 others trailing behind, just sort of galloping up the track. I mean, God,
I know.
We just wouldn't do it now, would you?
No, why? Because we overthink it, do you think?
Well, I think because also it's all become very
regulations
and safety, and which is a good thing, isn't it? But
it
sort of does, when I think of those days
a lot. I got a lot of knowledge from
Yeah.
I mean, the old couple that they were proper hunting folk, and they had so much knowledge between them. I mean, he used to he probably was wearing an old horse rug actually, tied up with a bit of baling twine around his middle. But he used to sweep in the yard. We go, make it dance, girls, make it dance with the broom, and you really had to put your back into it. But they taught as well, and you learned all sorts of things about lameness and shoeing.
Yeah, I mean, I literally with my ponies. I can also say I don't think they ever went lame.
No,
this is why it's been a bit of a shock having Sonny.
He's a thorough.
It's his feet.
Yeah.
It's his feet. That's the main problem with him. I mean, the rest of him, I don't think I don't think for any other reason he hasn't been lame, but it's his feet that let him down. And actually, if I probably still would have bought him because I love him, but
they're lovely horses.
Yeah. But I mean, he's not your typical thoroughbred.
No.
Is he an ex-racer or was he?
No. He thinks he is.
He's a racer to be.
Can I just say he can definitely move? Yeah, he's quite nimble.
Yeah, isn't it? I know. But do you think? I mean, you've both had experiences with thoroughbreds, or
my first horse was a thoroughbred.
Yeah, was it
he was an ex-race horse.
Yeah,
and he was lovely.
Do you think thoroughbreds just want? Oh, you've got a thoroughbred. Your mare's a thoroughbred.
Yeah, she's her mother was a South a French thoroughbred.
Right.
Sire was a British warm blood, Catherine Goldstorm.
Sorry, say that.
Catherine Goldstorm was her father, so he is a British warm blood, and mother was a French thoroughbred. So she's half.
Yeah. What's that? Is there a name for that?
No, I mean she's green passported, so that's British warm blood, isn't it? Ish, I think.
Okay.
I'm not very good at that.
So of course she would never have raced because she's.
No.
But I just wondered whether thoroughbreds, even if they haven't raced, have that somehow that sort of switch in their head that makes them want to.
I think
bomb.
I think they're definitely bred for speed. And
They're
more bills, aren't they?
I can never get this sort of whole cold blood, hot blood, whatever, warm blood, or that they are certainly have more. They talk about certainly in eventing, they like to have an eventer to have quite a lot of blood in it.
Yeah.
So a thoroughbred. So if you've got something that's 3/4 thoroughbred and a quarter warm blood, whatever. Yes, understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was watching Blenheim, the European Championships, and Tina Cook talked about blood occasionally. And I had to.
So she's talking about thoroughbred. Yeah.
Right. I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But warm bloods are mainly used for eventing, aren't they, nowadays?
I think it's
because
a fashion. It's come into
the
fashion,
dressage,
hasn't it? They always used to be thoroughbreds and then more warm bloods, but moving a bit back away from them again.
They are because the dressage became such an important phase with it, because it always used to be very much more a cross country.
Yeah, they'd have the
competition,
wouldn't they?
Yeah, so you had the rosing tracks and the steeplechase. Cross country jumping, of course, and they had then also dressage and show jumping, but it was very much more focused on the cross country,
the endurance, really.
So and that's where the thoroughbred really sort of comes into its own. But more latterly, it's been a lot more about the dressage.
Yeah.
So of course the horses that have been bred for eventing now have quite a bit of warm blood in them, because they want the movement.
They've got lovely movements, haven't they? Which, I mean, I don't know, but I wouldn't say my horse has got lovely movements.
Oh, bless him.
Well, he's sort of energy saving, I would say, low to the ground. Especially when he jumps.
Being low to the ground when you're jumping is not a great idea, is it?
Is energy efficient.
Is he quite economic with his movement?
Yeah. He'd rather turn his legs sideways and actually lift them up.
They're lovely. We used to go to Hayling Island sometimes when I had that thoroughbred, who I had all his life. But I can remember one occasion I'd been feeling awful, but we went anyway, and there was 3 or 4 of us, and we just went from a standstill off down the beach. And at the end of it, the girl says, "Oh, it's like being next to a Porsche at the traffic light."
Yeah.
And it was like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Had you ever had the chance to do that on him? Because there aren't many opportunities to really open up.
Just the beach and a few other places where we could let him go. But more than any horse I've ever ridden before or after, you could kind of let them out a bit and you'd be up a gear and then another gear, and you kind of wouldn't be running out of gears. Whereas, I mean, Prince, bless him, we haven't got many gears. We're lovely, but we don't have a lot of sort of speed.
Yeah.
And you kind of ask for a bit more and it's not there. Whereas with the thoroughbreds, he was just
got a fifth and a sixth.
He's still going.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then, a thoroughbred might be a little bit more tricky, whereas
Well, mine
Prince
had terrible feet as well. So
did it.
I think he had to be
quite-
shod every 4 weeks, and then the first week of that he was usually lame because the shoeing made his
because
feet
of the
sore.
trim?
Yeah, well, just the nail. I think the nailing on.
God.
And rubbing, Anyway, he was lovely.
Yeah.
But yes, feet were
Yeah.
an issue.
Yes, well, I'm spending a fortune at the moment. So hopefully my husband won't listen to this, but
No.
at the moment, £250 a set.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's been 4 weeks
Yeah.
so far. But he did have that hoof crack, which, and then the partly caused because his front hooves will flare. So that will aggravate a crack. So we're keeping on top of that. But yeah, he's in some great shoes. I won't advertise them, but they are really
They
good.
got red
Plastic.
bottoms. Are they like Louboutins or what?
Yes.
I don't think I pronounced that correctly, but
Red bottoms, yeah.
yes.
No, they've got blue bottoms
Oh,
actually.
okay, so it's
Yeah.
a new thing then.
Yeah, well, they're plastic.
Yeah.
Really robust. I mean, the farrier said they'd hardly worn at all. And yeah, I do quite a lot of road work, but these particular ones, I'll say, are easy care, and they're glue-ons, and they've got a pad as well.
Right.
So it's a shoe.
Yeah,
Shape,
it's a
normal
shoe shape
shape.
with a pad incorporated and a little bit of a sort of frog support, I suppose. And then it has these sort of wings that come up the side of the hoof where they squirt this glue in, and they glue it to the side of the hoof. But what's particularly good about them is that they what's the word? There's more probably more give in them.
Yeah.
So if you've got a horse that's a bit dodgy in the foot department, I think there's
So more cushioning or something.
more cushioning, and the blood supply, is going to be better.
How do they fit to the hoof?
Oh, well, he seems to put on a quick drying glue just on the bit, like what you'd call the horseshoe shape.
Yeah.
Puts it on, gives them just enough time to adjust it, make sure it's square.
Because you can adjust. Because obviously with a shoe, you hammer it when it's hot and make it the same size as the particular hoof.
I mean, you don't want a horse fidgeting around, because
No.
the very first time he did it, I think Sonny moved sideways a bit and it dried really quickly, this glue, and my farrier, I don't think he realised, it was quite new to both of us, that it'd gone skew with.
Oh, I see, yeah.
And I looked at it the next day, and the back bit with the frog support was off to one side.
Yeah.
And bless him, he came back and redid it.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically a quick drying glue, and then they squirt glue into the flaps, the wings each side, and then they wrap the cling film, and then it sort of goes off. It takes about 10 minutes to go off. But what's terrifying is when they take them off, because they're still well and truly stuck on 4 weeks later. And I can hardly look, because he's got this chisel affair, and he's knocking down the side, the plane of the hoof, and you're thinking,
so that's 4 weeks later.
Wow.
Why do
for
they
Sonny,
So why does he need them off that soon if they're still really glued on?
because Sonny's feet have got a tendency to flare.
Oh, even that quickly.
Yeah. But as my farrier said, come winter they don't grow their hoofs, they don't grow so fast, so we're going to pencil in a 5-week one. And,
So is that a long-term thing? That
I'd like it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact,
Yes.
an
An interesting topic, isn't it? Because I always find in the horse world, there's always often with certain topics 2 camps, isn't there? And there's very much at the moment the barefoot or the shoes.
Yeah.
And quite often, the barefoot people think shoes are the worst thing ever. And people who put shoes on their horse don't think they'd cope with barefoot. I do put shoes on my horses. They don't cope, in my experience, on the sandy tracks in the New Forest.
No.
But I don't particularly like the idea of nailing things
No,
onto your horse's body. Probably does start to feel a little bit old fashioned,
it does
and
seem a
maybe
bit
there's
old school,
the gluing
I know.
things on. Maybe that's less invasive.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't, when you think about it, it's not changed that much, has it, over the years?
No.
I mean, so many things have changed, but that element hasn't changed that much.
so maybe that would be something that might become more widespread over
Well, I'm hoping
the
so.
next year.
I mean, nailing is inevitably going to damage hooves, isn't it? Even the best hooves. And iron is pretty unforgiving. I mean, really hard wearing, obviously protects the shoe, but doesn't flex particularly, I don't suppose. But yeah, I mean, I actually sent a nice long WhatsApp message to my farrier, because when he shod Sonny yesterday, this is what he's done every time, because he's on his third set now. He has nail-ons on the back. His height is much better. I said, how much do I owe you? I know how much it is, but I say, how much do I owe you? And he goes, oh, I can't remember. Which I think is a strange answer. I think it may be because he doesn't like
feels
saying
awkward.
how much it is. So I offer the price that I know that he expects. But today I did ask him, I said, I'd really like to keep him in these shoes. He's going so well.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we've had problems, particularly with his left foot, ever since I had him.
Yeah.
And, is there any way, as a loyal customer, sort of every 4 or 5 weeks, that we can strike a deal on these things, because I'm paying over double the price of metal shoes. So we'll wait and see. Silence at the moment.
Right.
So how much are the shoes themselves?
Yeah, I've looked them up. They vary anything between 40 and 55.
And do you have to get new ones of those every time?
Well, he orders them in.
But they're replaced every time.
Oh yeah.
There's no life
No,
left
they're
in
too
them.
damaged.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
maybe the price will come down. Like if things.
Yeah, that's right.
Adopted.
You sort of think that will gradually become more popular,
More thing. Yeah.
and then the shoes themselves will be cheaper, and it becomes more feasible.
Yeah, that's right.
So with Sonny, touch wood, back in ridden work and all the rest of it, have you got any plans? What would you like to do with him? Or is it just that you want to just hack and enjoy him, or would you like to do some competing? Or
Well, I do a lot of hacking and enjoying it.
Yeah.
And actually, if I was told I could never do anything else, I'd be perfectly happy.
yeah,
I'm not sure I think you two take it a bit more seriously than me, or you've got the sort of horses that are maybe more reliable. I don't think I could imagine myself entering a cross-country event that Sonny hadn't scored at before, or a one-day event, same.
Yeah.
Partly the effort and the nerves we were talking about earlier. And partly because, if you've got a horse that's a bit unpredictable, not the bravest, I mean, or is it me? I don't know. I might be communicating it. I don't know. So I tend to school.
Yeah.
And then if there's an event at the place I've schooled, it's cheating.
No, it's not at all. And I definitely like to go to places I've been before.
Yeah. I mean, for an example, I did Dean Farm Clear Round, and they'd thrown in one jump that I'd never seen, or Sonny had never seen before.
Yeah.
And about sort of 6 yards away, he was slamming the brakes on.
Yeah.
Now, I do wonder, it does make me wonder, am I giving
No,
the vibes down the
I think
down
some
the
horses are like that.
Really?
But there are definitely different personalities of horses, for sure.
Yeah, but I have
There's
learned.
always an element, isn't there, of us? I mean, I know when I'm riding Freya that as I'm coming up to a jump that I perhaps don't like the look at myself, then she would be more likely to stop at that jump.
There you go.
And that is me. I know it's me.
Yeah,
Completely.
I do wonder. Yeah. And this might sound daft, and I'm sure I sounded daft at Tenantry during the Wilton Hand trial. But the first jump is normally quite a sticky jump, and lots of people end up being eliminated at the first jump.
Yeah.
It's a red and black sort of triangular thing. I don't know what you call them, but I think
like that. So
yeah,
like a tiger trap.
yeah, is that what they are?
If it's got gaps in it, or
It
I can't
hasn't.
remember.
It's solid, but it's strong.
oh yes, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
But actually, Sunny will go over that. But I think, to be kinder to the people in the 70 centimetre class, they built a slightly smaller jump next to it. And I thought, sod's law, he would normally go over the red and black one, the bigger one, but they put a different one in first. So I went up to it and I felt him just hesitating. And I knew if I'd swapped to the 80 class, he would have. And so instead, this is what I've taken to doing. And I don't know if you agree about horses understanding words, but I was saying, it's okay, jump, jump, jump.
Yeah.
Oh, I quite often go up to say to them, going, "You can do it. You can do it."
Well, they like to be spoken to, don't they?
Yeah. And I've got a similar story because I went there schooling with a couple of mates, and they put these little diddy, like portable jumps at one end of the field, and they were like a pale wood, different to what you normally find at tenantry. And when we were just trotting around, he was spooking at them as if they were some sort of weird thing that you might find out on a map on the side of the road. But as soon as I said to him, "They're jumps,"
Yeah.
he jumped them. He wasn't scared of them anymore. So
Well, that was Peggy's lovely Connor that
Yes.
she evented for a few years. He would jump anything on a cross-country course, including loads of logs, but on a hack, any log, absolutely terrifying.
that's not what I mean.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. Put it in front of him, pointing at it to jump it, that would have been fine, but no way could he go past it.
No, they're actually
They're very funny
really
animals.
quite clever, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because
Totally.
they sort of, I mean, they pick up on the atmosphere. I think they do know there's a job to do here.
Yeah.
And like you say, logs that they might normally spook at and take a wide berth out on a hack, they're jumping them.
We had this week, Peggy and Neil went on a hack together, which is very rare. But Neil rode Otis, that was Samuel's horse. And when in the old days when we all rode out with the boys, Samuel, if there was ever pigs, because we get the pigs loose on the New Forest, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Otis was the pig chaser, and he'd go off sorting out the pigs, everyone could go past.
Oh, gorgeous.
Otis hasn't done as much over the last few years and has got a little bit spooky on rides generally, and apparently he wouldn't go in front for quite a few things, but when it got to the pigs this time, he was like, right, I've
Leave
got
it
it.
to me.
Yeah. And he went, sorted out the pigs, came past them all fine, and that's the same thing. I think he thought that was his job. He could do that.
Yeah. And they definitely remember, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're amazing creatures. They're fascinating.
Right. Well, on that little gap, we've got a new feature. We are going to do a product of the week from now. Just what we're going to try and do is bring in things that we have that sort of making our horsey lives better, or our horses' lives better. And this week I've brought in my lovely Equi Relief, can't say it, which I recently bought. It was a bit of a thing that flashed up on Facebook and had a bit of a half price offer.
tempted.
And I thought, I'm going to have that for Prince, because when the physio comes, he's always tight in his hamstrings. A few other comments, struggles a bit with his medium trots, quite often disunited in our show jumping rounds, can't quite change behind. So I'll give that a go. So let's turn it on. If I can. And it's just got the lovely 8 vibrating balls.
Can I have a feel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got a little 10-minute setting. You can vary the levels, and I literally put it over his hind quarters. That's quite nice.
I know. I tried it on my back earlier because I've hurt my back. So, and actually, it was really quite nice.
And you can see when you put it on them, it's got a red light as well, which I'm sort of not.
Well,
totally
I've used a
convinced by
bit of
red light therapy.
light.
Yeah,
I did buy some. Do
you think? I mean, I think, is that just any old red
that
light?
might
though,
just
or
be
is
a token
Is
red
it
light.
just a red light, or is it red light therapy?
I don't know.
But the
I think it is red light therapy, because why would they have it otherwise?
Because I don't know.
Pretending to be.
But the
red light
massage,
therapy.
the massagey aspect of it, I think definitely has helped Prince.
And he didn't. It jumped through the roof. He was all
No,
right.
he loves
Did you
it.
have
I mean,
to-
he's like such a pampered Prince. He's munching his hay while I'm massaging his palm. 10 minutes there, moving it to all the angles to try and get him to
You
spend
see the muscles?
5 minutes each side.
Do you
moving
see
it
the
about.
muscles move?
Oh yeah, when you put that on, you can see the sort of
Yeah.
hindquarters quivering.
Oscillating.
It's definitely doing something.
Which I
and,
guess brings blood
yeah,
supply.
it improves the circulation,
Yeah.
doesn't it, and
Yeah.
releases any tension.
Yeah, great
And
idea.
actually, I've had 2 amazing. So I will turn it off because it's just going to carry on vibrating all night for 10 minutes.
Noise.
Yeah, I've had 2 really good lessons. His medium trot and canter certainly feel more powered from behind. And I did show jumping at the weekend. Normally, we cannot land to the right on the right canter lead. We quite often get disunited. And actually, I was actually quite impressed.
Really?
He landed correctly sometimes, and on the times when he didn't, he actually just did a change himself and changed in front and behind. And I wonder whether some of that's being a bit freer in his hind end.
I think
Can you
so.
use it on their like SI area and
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
initially I actually bought it for Elton, who's had his SI problems. So I
Yeah.
thought, because we have got massage pads, which I can review another week.
yes,
They don't quite come back over the SI, and
No.
actually they don't have quite as much movement. I
No.
think this probably does more. Yeah, so I've been doing it either side of his SI.
yeah,
Do you have to be careful of any bony areas?
Yeah, you don't go on the bones, but I mean,
No.
it's fairly easy to see
yeah.
where you are.
You just aim for the muscle.
And next time I have my physio, I will get a bit of proper professional input, and I'll be interested to see if she thinks his hamstrings are less tight.
Yeah, that would be good to know. Wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So
And do you do it every day or?
I've been doing it before. It's 10 minutes. If I've got 10 minutes, I'll do it.
Yeah,
If I was in a hurry,
I
seem like
I like the idea of that.
yeah,
yeah.
it's not a big time investment for potentially quite a big. I mean,
Exactly.
from our point, performance obviously you want performance, but
Mm.
actually from the horse's point of view, is that they can't tell us if they're a little bit stiff, can they? So
No.
for recovery after you've done a big ride, some
Yeah.
of your big long hacks, a little bit of 10 minutes at the end of
I
it.
do wonder. Well, like I said to you earlier,
Yeah.
I just were doing a bit of groundwork, and I just thought I'll just press some muscles. Oh my God, the face pulling around the shoulder,
Yeah.
particularly actually. So, which made me feel awful.
It's so easy
Yeah.
to feel awful, isn't
Yeah.
it? I spend quite a lot of my life feeling awful
Yeah.
about things
Yeah,
to do with my
Freya's- I was
horse.
thinking like Freya does get really tight hamstrings. She's always, whenever the physio comes, she comes
Mm.
every 3 months, and it's always the same areas: the hamstrings.
The bits down the back, from the rump down towards
Yeah,
the
so if you
hop.
go on, sort of, you've got your tail, and then that bit there, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
further on down as well, isn't it? I think.
Is it?
And
So-
my physio always says to do this sort of bear claw things, but you think a few of those
What-
can't have as much effect as doing that.
What does that mean? Like
Well,
lifting and
Sort of,
stretching?
I don't know, using your fingers to
Oh, your
slightly
fingers.
come round and
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have to
muscles,
I
like
don't know.
pull her leg forward, so
Mm.
lift her hind leg,
Yeah.
pull it forward, and hold it.
I
She's
do
got
that.
to stretch into
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah.
that does look really good.
is it? You know that groove that you see on the horses? What do you
Muscle.
call it? Just got the one.
On the hindquarters.
Yeah, but hamstring. Is
Oh
that?
yeah,
The groove. Like Sonny's got quite a.
Yeah,
It's
which
yeah.
isn't
Why
that
is
pronounced. Prince doesn't have a
Yeah, but I'm
groove,
wondering
really.
if-
He's quite round.
Bonnie. No, I thought I read that groove isn't necessarily a good thing. That it can be a sign of. tight
Yeah, I
hamstrings.
think they're better the rounder they are. I mean, I'm not a physio, so
You mean the
maybe
smoother?
that's what we.
yeah, not fat, but sort of smoother.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I've got.
We'll
the
have to
physio
get a
coming
physio.
forward.
We'll have to get a physio.
Yes,
on that.
Yeah,
that's
it will
on the
be
guest list.
Yes, we'll get it on the list.
Definitely. Yeah.
So before we wrap up, Nikki, one question we wanted to ask you. Now you've been with Big Brave Pants for a while, and
Yeah.
you've had a few laughs and a few camps and things. What can you give us a few of your takeaways from it? What do you like about Big Brave Pants? Is
Oh.
there anything you would like to see us do or add into it?
Oh,
It'd be
crikey.
really interesting.
Okay. Well, I can certainly, extol its virtues because it's real. I mean, admittedly, I don't know whether it's a lot of women of a certain age, or maybe you're going to.
Our target group was
Yeah, so
women of a certain
Yeah,
age,
yeah.
but at the same time, we didn't want to exclude
Anyone, or
No.
younger,
Or women.
or older.
of any age.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that community
Yeah.
because obviously it doesn't feel at all competitive.
No.
Yeah.
We can take the mick out of each other. It's okay to laugh at ourselves.
Yeah.
It's okay to admit that you're nervous, scared. You know, there are people that are anxious about just doing a little bit of schooling and going over some trotting poles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody judges them. I mean, in a way, I suppose we've all been there, haven't we?
Yeah.
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 I love that. It's not at all cliquey. You know, I've been in some groups where it does feel cliquey.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is it cliquey or cliquey?
I see.
Cliquey. I don't know that anyway.
Yeah.
But what else would I like? I suppose it'd be great if we organised if there was some events like a cross country hire with an instructor.
Yeah.
That one that I came to maybe
Yeah.
when I first met
Probably.
you guys.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right? But I mean, you work full time, don't you? So you know it's
But I think it would be. It's one of the things that I'd like to do, or you'd like to do as well. Because we both want to do a bit of eventing and
that sort of thing. I mean, I don't know whether.
Hopefully you're going to sort out another Christmas ride.
Well, I was going to say more of those sort of
yeah.
hacks out
Yeah.
might be okay. Especially, I mean, out my way, I've found somewhere they seem to be quite amenable about us parking.
Yes.
And I can't come out here when it's crab fly season.
No.
But
No.
oh my God.
I'm so scarred for life.
I think we were lucky to survive that.
I think we were.
It was very dangerous. Yeah, it wasn't very nice.
For the listeners, the crab flies who are outside of the New Forest, they may not have heard of crab flies, but here we're lucky to have these horrible little flies that sort of scuttle sideways across the horse, and
They are
horses
hideous.
that live here normally get used to them.
Mm.
Some horses
Get a forester.
never get used to them.
Yeah.
Some forest ponies don't seem to really like them.
Tolerate them.
We had a forest pony that honestly, you could lift his tail up, he'd have a whole colony of crab flies. He wouldn't care at all. Whereas obviously Sonny, just one of those on him.
I know. I mean, you were amazing because we got the hose out and you knew what you were looking for and caught one.
Yeah.
And then but we were lucky not to get kicked in the head. Anyway, that's
Well, fortunately, we
Let's
did.
not end on that.
No.
I know. I'm just thinking of what I went to.
Fortunately, the last time
Finish
we
up
both had hats on, didn't we?
Yes,
It was
we did.
Like, thank
Yeah.
goodness. But
Yeah.
it's
So anyway, that was just slightly going on off piece there. But more, I don't know really. I think what you're doing is great. I mean, I think it's important that people, I guess people already do, just put their news up on the Big Brave Pants page, don't they? No matter what it is, small, triumphs and their goals and stuff like that. And I think that's amazing because I like going on Facebook because I feel supported. And if it's a group where you all eventually get to know each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess everybody won't physically meet.
No.
But you'll meet online.
Yes.
So I just think carry on with what you're doing. I think it's great.
Excellent.
Oh, brilliant. Well,
Made some new friends.
Yeah.
A whole new group
It does.
of
I
40
mean,
people.
I count you as a friend now, and we have definitely met through Big Brave Pants.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
I
great.
haven't met either of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But from Big Brave
No,
Pants.
it's good.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much, Nikki.
All right.
You've been
Enjoyed it.
absolute
Our
stuff.
first guest,
Yeah,
you've
being our
survived.
first guest.
Yeah.
So,
Loved it.
so we've got another guest next week, haven't we?
We have.
So that'll be exciting. I
Great.
think that'll be another memorable one.
Are you allowed to give any clues?
Better keep it under wraps
Yeah,
till
we'll keep it
after
under wraps.
it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah.
We'll tell you off camera.
yeah. But no, thanks ever so much.
Oh, thanks for asking me.
I've just got one more tale
Oh.
about my socks.
Oh, yes.
Again.
This is another feature
We're
that
making
we
it
are
a
going
feature.
to. Yes,
Put that
Becky's
down
socks.
there.
I feel like we need to have one of those like a flash thing
Yes.
come up on that.
I'm not sure how long I'll be able to keep the sock feature
Oh.
going, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm
Right.
trying to get some sponsored socks and things like that. But this week, quite plain socks. Nice
Yeah,
Ariat socks. It's just more of a tale of where they came from because I went to Wellington for a lovely arena cross country hire, which actually would be good for you and Sonny and you. Prince was very good, jumped everything, but didn't fancy going in their water. And he does normally go in water. I'm not one for sort of pushing and shoving him.
No.
So he said he didn't really like it. I thought, I'm just going to get off. And I thought I'd just have to put my toe in to get him in. But no, I had to go right in. Right up in my lovely new boots and socks, absolutely soaked. He did go in, luckily, after that. Got back on and he went through it a few times. But luckily, Wellington have a shop. So I sent Neil
They have a very nice shop.
in search of socks. And these are the socks.
Oh,
So
look
I
at
was,
that.
I was
have a
quite
look.
lucky.
Have they got a logo?
I can show you that leg.
Oh,
yes,
yes.
logo.
What is
there.
that logo?
It's the Ariat
Ariat.
logo, and
Yeah.
they say Ariat up the
Yeah.
back. And I do, you know.
But that's
Go
the new
Ariat, a
way,
bit of
isn't it?
marketing.
Lead your horse into water, else,
Yeah,
rather
and
than
Peggy decided
have a
she
battle.
was going to do. Next time we go, she's leading her horse in so she can get some new socks.
Right.
Oh, I see.
And that's the only reason to get the new
Yeah.
socks. Seriously, the things you do for Prince and
know.
to get yourself a pair of new
Yeah.
socks. So I can't wait till next week's
I know. I better get
sock
thinking.
tales. Yeah.
Oh, those stocks feature a lot in riding
Yeah.
life, don't they?
Yeah.
They do.
They suffer. Let's
They do.
face it.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I think
So that's it
that's a wrap from Tales from the Hayloft, and it's in fact, I could do with another coffee too.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
Good
note to
idea.
end on.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks,
you.
Nikki.
Bye.
Click clop dreams in a dusty dance. Hooves hit the ground like a brave romance. Through the wire, through the breeze. Big brave pants riding with ease. Big brave pants trot to the beat. Step by step, it's a rhythmic feat. Brave and bold, no second glance. Saddle up tight in your big brave pants. Gallop through fields, let the rhythm sway. Every hoof beat says we'll find our way. Tick tock,